¿Quién le vas a Argentina o a... Fuck, who's this? I don't recognize
I'm
this
not gonna
flag.
go for Argentina, bro. I'm fucking Mexican.
Bitch, yes, but in this game...
Nosotros le
Or
damos a Mexico.
Algeria.
Who?
Algeria.
Algeria?
Yeah.
Mexico all the way, bro.
God damn it. And in this game, bro...
Mexico all the
Obviously,
way, bro.
we're supporting Mexico.
La
but
patria
in this
mexicana,
fucking...
way.
You just don't want to get canceled like fucking Angela.
Oh, yeah, which is part Argentinian.
She's
No,
like,
like,
she says something like, I'm 25% Argentinian.
esas únicas mamadas.
Sí, güey.
Well, I'm 100% mix.
Sí, güey.
Tex-Mex. I don't know.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. Sammy's back. He's not gonna play with us next week, though. Pero aquí está. No, sí, güey. O sea, hay que empezar con todo, bitches a mí. And he missed last week, too. ¿Sabes quién sacó la chamba? Arturo. Arturo, good job, bro. MVP, bro.
¿Ya? ¿Listo? ¿Ya puedo hablar?
Are you here? I'm gonna start the episode by myself. Like, Sammy couldn't come because he's with the Rangers. He's like that neglectful dad now. It's like, se encuentra en Ochenta, ya no viene. He went to go get the milk.
I'm just not going to say nothing. I'm just going to pretend I'm not here. This is el puro podcast del Victor.
Welcome back to another episode. We're at 189 or 188.
No puedo decir. No estoy aquí, güey.
No sabo inglés.
No sepo.
Mira, ahorita te la saco, mira. O sea, aquí no pasa nada.
Yes, it's 189.
Para eso tenemos el internet.
This is episode 189. Como dice el Victor, I have been absent. I have been not here.
I'm like, you're a kid, already graduated, bro.
What kid?
Exactly.
What the fuck? I feel very attacked in this episode already. No, yeah, it been I think last week too. That's the reason I wasn't here, right? That's why we didn't do an episode. We didn't do an episode because I was in Cancun, right? Did you know that Cancun was founded in 1930 or 1970?
1970?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I didn't know that. Because it used to be just like a little island que era puro pinche forest on the edge of Mexico, but like it got turned into what it is now, where like it's like a tourist attraction, and ahí es donde van todos los retirados or like people on vacation and shit. I didn't know that.
That's pretty
I learned
cool.
something. Yeah.
In conclusion, Sammy está en todos los lugares menos aquí.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I went to Cancun. It was a family trip. So we went to...
I wasn't there.
Familiar...
Where was my ticket? That's my problem, right?
I'll swim. Nah, bro. What's crazy is going on a plane and seeing all the water abajo, because you're just going over the Gulf. So I was just looking. I was like, "Oh, la virga," and like the water's like really blue. Like it looks really. It's a different color than like fucking Lake Worth over here. Like it's like blue. Yeah, looks like Gatorade. No, yeah, but it was my first time going. I guess this is my second. Oh, hang on. This is my third time going to Mexico this year.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. What the fuck? And it was a different part too. Yeah. But I'd never been there before, and this one was obviously a touristy place. My wife was the one that wanted to take her family out there. But yeah, it was a cool experience. It's just I was telling you, it's just Mexico to me is like mi rancho in Mexico, where it's a lot more rural Mexico. Like this was very much a touristy place. Kind of like earlier in the year in March, I went to Sayulita, which was over there by Puerto Vallarta, and I could just those places like Cancun and Puerto Vallarta, like those are just places that you hear like a white person saying it.
Yeah, or Cabo. Cabo.
Yeah, like Cabo, San Lucas, like just places like that. Like that's why I feel like I have to say Cancun, like I have to say Sayulita, like Puerto Vallarta. Like these are all places that got in a very much sense like Americanized, because I'm not used to going to a place where like in Mexico where they accept the dollar. like over there, I didn't prepare for this one. Like usually I take out pesos and I have like my own cash and stuff like that. That's your downfall though. Like you're supposed to have that, bro. I could hear my dad's voice like in the back of my head, like saying like tienes que tener efectivo, like tienes que tener cash, siempre cash. And it's true because over there, like I had like my wallet, I had like ones and like fives and 20s and hundreds or whatever. But sí había casas de cambio, but they chingan way. Like they always put it at the dollar. That's a lot less.
Yeah.
But it was just like I had to tip in like dollars, and it te sale peor because I mean it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And then también ahí como te aceptan los dólares, like you end up paying a lot more for like stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But this was like an all inclusive resort, so we did get to eat there and stuff like that and whatever. And then that's when I sent you that snap of El Jarocho, the harp guy. We went to some resort, a place called Escaret. That's how they say it. Have you heard about that? Me neither. Like I didn't know about it, but my wife was the one that researched the whole thing and like had the whole itinerary. Okay. My wife is very much like the family manager. Like she'll be like the one walking in front, and I'm just over here trying to keep up with my little legs. I'm like, wait up, all scared because it's like leaving your kid behind. Yeah. But yeah, we just did that, and they had jarocho. They had a guy just playing harp as people walked in. So I sent you a snap. I was like, hey, wait, ya sabes, güey, aquí tienes chama. I mean, if anything. Si me deportan, güey, I caigo, güey. I'm like, it's literally just that. Like, he was just there, like, chilling. Like, I wanted, and it sucks, too, because they didn't put him in a part of the park or whatever where, like, someone would sit there and watch. It's literally, like,
it's background music.
Like, yeah, it's, like, but it's not even background. It's, like, it's just, like, it's, like, a moving statue.
Yeah.
You walk in, and this dude's just, like, playing, like, I'm just, like, I feel like I'm supposed to watch you for long. I felt like I had to tip him, but like there's no time. You're just walking through.
And like keep it moving, please.
Yeah, literally. And later on, though, we could have eaten out at this. They had like a little buffet thing there too, and they had jarochos, like actual jarocho. Because I think the theme was like Veracruz, and there they had it was like a 3-piece. The jarochos. We didn't eat there though, and I wanted to. I wanted to be like, ooh, wow, huh?
Where'd y'all go instead?
It was another buffet, but it's because we also were like with I can't really make a lot of the decisions there, so I was like we were with my wife's family, so we did what they wanted to do, which is like I just did whatever. Like I didn't want to. You'll find out later when they get the casas away, but it's just like you just do things. You just like yes sir. You're just like yes sir, yes ma'am. Yeah, so we went to like another buffet, but I wanted to watch them because I could hear them. Like they were playing like They were always playing another song that I know a lot, Colas.
Colas?
I like that one. Yeah. Dun, dun,
dun, do you like how I play it?
Huh? You played it. Oh, that's another thing you did. So like this, I guess this is gonna be like a catch-up episode, right? So that's what happened that week. Like I went to Cancun and I got to figure it out and do that. But before that, you did what would you call that? Like your little 3-piece?
Es un trío.
Me encantan los tríos. It's like a musical trio though, right? Like, because it's like I've never seen that combination. You were part of a trio that was like harp, violin, and then like acoustic guitar. Yeah. Like those 3. I don't think that's like a thing, right? The judges.
Oh, like it's not traditional.
Yeah, it's not traditional. I guess you would say, right? Like what would you call that?
A trio, like un trio.
So what would you call that?
What do you mean?
Like, because y'all played tipo bolero mostly. Yeah. So what I'm talking about is Victor had his side quest where he was playing at this restaurant.
Like un grupo. Right.
There was an idea. You know? He played at this. It's like a restaurant / like I wouldn't say nightclub. It's more like a drink spot, right? Like people have like cocktails. You know.
Yeah, I mean it's a restaurant, but it's. The owners have like this idea of like they want it to be like inclusive and like just have like a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Because they have like all this. I don't know if you follow the page like on Instagram. They have like a lot of stuff like almost every day.
Like musical acts, or
like that, or like they also had like these dancers show up like playing, like dancing like I didn't see the whole video, but it sounded like traditional like Mexican.
Are they Mexican? The owners?
Yeah.
So Mexicanos. Okay.
And Um, it was cool how it turned out because it was more of like uh Sandra, shout out. She was somehow in contact with the owners
Mm-hmm.
of this restaurant, and the owners were like, we want some type of music, right? And she had been wanting to make like this, like this trio group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we played one night, and then the owners were like, "You guys are pretty good. Like, can you guys play like at least every 2 weeks or something?" And si hizo el grupo, güey.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was an idea.
Yeah.
Esas son chambitas, güey. No.
Yeah, we checked it out. Me and my wife. We weren't able to
I
go
know
the first
you.
week.
I didn't know you were going, bro. You were like
Yeah.
Arturo, because I sent out like the little
Invite?
like
Or no?
the restaurant post, right?
Right.
And I sent it to like the Mariachi,
El
like
Charro chat.
to you guys, right? And that's it. When Arturo was just like, bet. That's all he said, bro.
Yeah.
You know. And then when I got there, he's like walking in. I'm like, I didn't know you were coming, because none of you said anything.
Yeah.
I think maybe Saul was like, no puedo llegar.
Yeah.
And then luego llegó.
Yeah.
You know. That was the first time. The second time is when you got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I saw you, and I was like, Chivato no dijo nada. Yeah.
There's nothing you could
Should be
do.
like,
It's not like you were
window.
gonna get me like a premium seat, or which I kind of did because we walked in.
Yeah.
And we got lucky because it was pretty packed.
Yeah.
And I picked up my wife from work because it was like on the way to Dallas. And yeah, it was you're wearing all black, and that was like y'all's uniform, all fucking mysterious and shit. And then I walk in.
Dijo Robert.
Yeah.
Que es para esconder la lonja, güey, you know.
Oh, smart.
Para que no se vea.
Por eso me gusta el traje blanco, el negro, güey. No, and when we pulled up, it was like Victor's over here, like part of this little trio and shit. And then so we walked in, like it was packed. I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like on the most entire way. Aquí no hay pinche VIP ni nada, güey. I would have paid it too, bro. I would have been like,
Apparently you
"Yeah,
can reserve tables because
¿Ah, sí?
the website says you can't.
Mm.
And then when I got there, there were little like things that was like reserved.
Oh,
and I was
que
like,
la
"Oh,
chingada."
que la ching." Yeah, me too. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, yeah, I mean, I pulled up, and luckily Ivan, shout out, was there. Which I was like, "Chivato, güey, nos dejaste, güey."
Yeah.
You just pull up. I was like, why wouldn't you tell us you're here, bro? Like, you just hate us or something? I was just fucking with you.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Hey, wait, vente pa acá, vente pa acá." So I was like, "Chingón." So he happened to have 2 seats, so like we pulled up right there. I mean, it was cool. Like, essentially what it is, it's like a little hangout spot, and then
Yeah.
like you guys just played like boleros the whole time. But a little part of me was also like, "Hey, güey, pues toquen una con madres, güey, una así como pinche alterada, güey."
They're working on it.
Yeah.
Because that's what the owners wanted. They were like,
Yeah.
because the whole theme is like Noche Bohemia or Noche de Romance.
Yeah,
right?
like
And,
romance. Yeah.
And so that's how we've been preparing, like, which is not really much like prepared because
Yeah.
we studied it one way, but when we're playing it there, bro,
Mhm.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's like so improvised.
I mean,
'Cause
but
sometimes-
that's not always bad. Like,
No, it's not. Like that's what makes it fun for me
yeah.
because I can like do stuff and like
Yeah.
Robert is a super talented like guitar player,
yeah.
and Sandra as well. But I like that Robert can kind of hear something and he kind of like tries to play with it,
Mhm.
and it makes it like very unique in that moment.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it doesn't work out
Yeah.
because there's some times where like we both had different ideas and we
Yeah.
both like looked at each other at the end like, "Hey man," you know?
We're just like, "No, pues salió, no?"
Sí, güey.
Yeah, you can hear that because there were some times where like, yeah, I would like end them, kind of like I'd be like, must have been like a suspended chord, or it could have been like a sospechoso chord, you know. And no hay pedo, güey, pues acaba. You guys both just look at each other like, yeah.
Yeah, we're like,
But I like that though because it's like so it's a trio, right? So it's like 3 people. So
yeah.
like the whole time the thing I was thinking is like it's cool because like all of y'all have a background se puede decir in mariachi,
yeah,
you know. Because I mean even Robert was saying that he doesn't play anymore. According to him, he does a lot of like solo gigs
Yeah.
from what I've seen. And like Posandra, she's a mariachi player. Like she's always finding work here and there. But like to put those 3 instruments together and, you know, to make, you know, boleros kind of like, and just romantic music, like it's a cool combination with all 3. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's cool and it puts it together and it makes it cool. But yeah, maybe it's just because I'm not a romantic. So like the whole time, I'm just like, yo quiero una de traición, güey, una así.
Pon un corrido, güey.
You know.
Ponme la Ernesto Quintero, güey.
Yeah, dude. I was telling I think Zara what that guy at the Mexican told us one time. When we were playing
El
Poeta and Campesino. He just walks up and he's like, nah, güey, ya toquen un corrido, güey, ya me estoy durmiendo.
Yeah.
Like I always have that stuck in my head anytime something is like too quiet or too like romantic. I was like, nah, ya toquen algún corrido.
Toquen Alberto Quintero, me estoy dormido.
You know. No, but it was cool too because apparently she invited también like some, what are they, jarochos, right?
Yeah,
Música
so like they actually had played like they played there like on Sundays.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're used to playing there.
Apparently,
I thought it was just like a cameo because it kind of was.
Well, it was because she invited them because she told them like there's gonna be a hard player there if you guys want to jam out. Because
you're like,
that's me. See, you know, he's always and because that's the idea too. Like the owners won apparently because the first time they saw that a lot of the people that went were a lot of musicians.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, if you could tell them to bring their instruments and they can just jam out after for free wheels and Stallone is.
Yeah.
Just
a jam.
Yeah, you're doing it for the love of the game, you know.
Well, it's funny because I was sitting there and I was just like watching you guys. I was like, ta comadre. Then I just like turn around, and, like 3 of these people are holding like little guitars, and I was like, what the fuck?
Because in the halftime, right? Because apparently we take breaks.
Oh yeah, I'll take a break. I was like, a la verga.
And
so on 2 shows.
Like she introduced me to I don't know if he's the boss, but his name was Mario, and he was like, oh, like he plays like música jarocha and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, pues ahorita a ver qué sale, you know? And he did warn me. He was like, I'm telling you now, like, we play, like, the style of a different region from Veracruz. Because I think he called, like, my way, like, Tierra Blanca or, like, Del Puerto or something like that, where, like, it's faster. And I don't know if you noticed, but, like, I think even the first song that they because first of all, we're playing, and then they walked in with their instruments, and they're tuning, and I'm like... Que nos invitó a ustedes, you know?
Help.
And sí me agarraron de bajada because they were asking, like, I think the first song was like La Morena. Mm-hmm, and then besides that, in a different key. And I was just like, okay. Está bien.
You're just in chinga, like,
sí, the levers and I'm like, sacando toda like, the transcription. I'm like, creo que es así, you know?
Yeah. I mean, but it goes to show a musician has to adapt, right? Like, because they were ready to jam, so they just started, and you're just like,
and that's what I'm saying too, because they were like La Morena. I'm like, okay, you know. And for me, it's just like calentita. It's like pum pam 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 da 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 da, right? And I started like that, pam pam ta 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 ta. Pam pam tan 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 tan.
Yeah, it's like good.
And it was like very chill, and I
Slow
was
motion.
like, okay, you know. And I was kind of like, ooh, está bien, está bien. I mean, no me canso, you know, like it's but and it had a flow, like their I don't know if you noticed, like their manicos were like, it felt like it wasn't gonna fit, but when I could feel it in my heart, bro, like the way like this music was meant to be like played like this, you know. So it's very cool, like what I was playing, how it like resonated with like their rhythms, because they're not very like in Mariachi, when you play a son jarocho, it's the basic rhythm. They were doing like other stuff.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite part of that night. I was just like playing with them because they were asking for like all these songs. They were asking for like El Colas. They asked for that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And that was cool. They asked for like he asked for like other songs that I was like, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I don't.
Yeah, I remember they were saying some like weird names, and I was like, I don't know that either. Like I've never heard it, you know. But they're just like, all right, you got it, bit. So they would just start. But I mean, that was kind of like their vibe. Like they just, it's a different type of music.
Even the Cascabel, they did like these verses.
Yeah, you were like, si me sé la de Cascabel, and I was expecting to hear Cascabel. You know, like. Well, our reference is always to be with the one that Mariachi like adapted, and you know. That Mariachi now holds as a standard.
Like jarocha, but theirs was from another region, apparently. And there were even the verses that
the verses were different. The verses had a different like cadence to them too. Like, so no tenía nada parecido, but what do you do in that situation? You're like, yo tenía mi cascabel, you know? But no, it was cool either way. It's cool because like it showcases that like I think if anything like it doesn't matter. A lot of people think like you play mariachi and that's all you can play, but I mean the guitar player, you can tell he does like gigs on the outside. He plays like different chords. Nos pura primera, segunda, tercera. Like this guy is playing like passing tones and
he was telling me too. He was like, "Hey, you want to play guitar? You want to play after you, bro?"
yeah, bro,
No
it's not the
mames,
same.
dude.
Yeah. También he would come up to me, hey, si quieres, pues adelante, toca. And I'm just like, wait.
Yeah.
I was like, because I could play guitar, you know, I that was my first.
Yeah, me too.
It's my first instrument, you know, like, but not like that.
Yeah. What's that? It's like I'm Mexican, but not like
not like
that.
this.
Not like this.
That's essentially what it was. Because I was just like, nah, pues like, mi respetos, you know.
Sí,
That's really is like me, like mi respetos, you know, like.
Yeah.
Like you put a vihuela in front of me, like I'll feel more comfortable. And like if you guys are jamming to my like kind of like in Albuquerque, you know, like a jam session. I'm like, oh yeah, pues, I mean, this is what I know is my bread and butter. Yeah. I was like, pues ya me sacas unos tonos con numbers, shapes, and hashtags. I was like,
when I saw him do this, bro, I was like, no,
los pinches pisadas prohibidas, güey. I was like, what the fuck? All right, tú dale, güey. No, se oye bien.
No, I didn't imagine trying to improvise with that, bro.
No, yeah.
Because I think the whole time I'm just like playing, but my left hand is like doing something like trying to like do like Ciento or like in the lever.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, por favor, güey, no es la mayor, güey, keep it like that. He's like, it's like la mayor más 7 más 16. 10 y 15 hacen 4, you know? I'm like, no way.
I don't know. I was doing math today. What the fuck? No, but it's cool. It's cool. Do you know when are you gonna go back eventually? You don't know yet.
The end of this month we're planning.
Oh, right, bet. Maybe I'll take a more video that day and a ver qué pedo.
Sí, güey.
But yeah, so that's one of the cool things that we got to see this fool do. Other things that have been going on with me, kind of like Victoria said, I have been absent. Se me están poniendo falta, you know, like on my calificaciones. Like right now I have to bring my mom to the chambas to explain why, you know, I have been gone, you know. You know, like you have like parent-teacher conferences. Like,
you need a doctor's note?
Yeah. So, yeah, right now, like my doctor's notes or my unexcused absences, like are because of the Rangers mostly. So like that Friday, before going to Cancun or whatever, we had a couple of things. One of the things too was a media day. Have you ever seen like the videos of like hype video? Oh, you've been to the ballpark, you know? So like at the ballpark, they have like these videos of the players like in like a set.
Oh yeah.
And they're just like swinging a bat like in slow motion, and they're like their faces are like there's. So we essentially did that right on Thursday. On Thursday, they had us like at the ballpark, and they took video of us. I don't know where that video is. I don't know what's going on with it, but I think they're gonna put them like the days that we play and stuff. So it's a little trippy because we had to be there and like fully dressed. They were taking pictures. It's a media day, right? The same kind of thing that the players go through, whatever. But this is with like mariachi. So they had us like playing and everything and just like looking, I don't know, intense, I guess. I don't know, whatever. And then later on that day, that's why I ended up texting Arturo. Say, Arturo, they're gonna do some other part of the thing, and it's gonna be during the restaurant. And like, I'm sorry, but like, I kind of need to be there because like I'm a representative of the group.
You're a representative of our group, bro.
I know. So it sucks because like I'm kind of like in this dilemma, like where I'm constantly being pulled like in different directions. Like for that one specifically, I wasn't even getting paid for. It's more like a promo thing, right?
You were getting paid over here, bro.
I would have gotten paid.
Unos humildes $100.
Sí, güey.
You're like, nah.
I mean, this one was different. It was like it's a collaboration with Nike, and they made a shoe and stuff like that. Cool. So like we did like a photo shoot / video like promo for it. Like I said, it's just a promo way. No era como, you know, like we've done that with Mariachi too, but this one is like straight up promo. Like that's all it is for. After that, they were like, all right, deuces. You know,
yeah.
I nos vemos. They did give us the shoes though. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they gave us a pair. Because we wore them for the photo shoot. So
you're like, nah, we don't want them back.
Yeah, exactly. Because what I was going to say, I was like, you have them back. No es que huelen a queso. I mean, it's going to smell like someone opened some ruffles.
Te va a dar hambre, ¿sabes?
Like, ¿quién tiene esos ruffles de queso? I'm like, nobody, dog.
Yeah. Mira, huélele.
Yeah. So at least we got to keep the shoes. So that was a pretty cool little thing. But I mean, it was during the time where I would have been at Seafood Shack, which is the Planta. At this point, I haven't been there 2 weeks. So I'm like, fuck, dude.
You gotta be there this Thursday, bro.
I'm gonna be here this Thursday. Yeah.
Va a jugar a México.
Va a jugar Mexico, eh? I was gonna text Arturo. Do you think they would want us there? Because it's gonna be they're gonna have it on the TV.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm there eating my camarones and I went to go watch the game and like pinche mariachi's playing like, you know, leña de pirulo over here, I'm like, cállense, güey, like el partido, güey.
No, I feel like when you go to like a sports bar or like a restaurant to watch the game, you can't even hear the commentators.
Really? Maybe it's
No.
because I haven't gone. Maybe I need to go to a sports bar.
Have you ever watched? Can you hear the commentators during the baseball games?
No.
Exactly.
But I mean, me personally, like that's the thing. So that's another thing that's happening. Okay, the Mundial is happening, right? So right now, like everybody who's Mexican is Mexican, bro.
Apparently.
Unless you're like fucking this guy over here is like Messi.
Me?
Mexico. No, see, tú, güey. That's your boy.
I will support Mexico. Ya cuando pierden, pues ya.
ya valió madre.
yeah.
I'm just making
Sí.
Hey, but the jerseys get half off after that. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's go.
There's like some hype
Yeah.
this time that like Mexico's gonna win.
Really?
And yeah.
I feel like they say that every time though. They really
No,
do.
this time specifically.
I don't know.
I don't know why. I think it's because I made a TikTok with like the video.
Oh, I see.
You know?
It's like TikTok, the
Yeah.
trend song. Yeah.
And then it's because too like they've been winning like the recent games, and they're like, I mean they did good, but it's amistoso, you know, it's a friendly
Yeah.
game. And then they won the one against South Africa, and they're like,
Yeah.
¿Y si sí ganamos? You know,
Like all this,
yeah.
all todo, what's it called? Ilusionado.
Yeah.
You're just like, I think we got it this year, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
we haven't even made it out the group stage yet. Fuck, dude. No,
we had a
but
good start.
so this Thursday, like, yeah, we're gonna play. Yeah, which is a good start. Yeah, we 2-0. But then, like, that's what I hate about watching like the commentators and shit. They were like, that game should have been 4-0 or like 4-1 or something like that. But like, you know, mistakes and this and that.
Yeah.
Like, wait, ni puedes celebrar nada, güey.
No, yeah.
But what I like though is like how much they've been showcasing like Mexico and how welcoming they've been to like the Koreans when they're about to like play and they're just like, hey, wait, like con madres, and they'll be like throwing them in the.
Sí,
So it's just cool to see that, you know.
I like all the culture shock. Have you seen any of the games?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Sundance to watch like the Japan and
Bro,
Netherlands. It was good.
It was so funny how you would expect, because I mean you've heard of like Japan culture, right?
Yeah.
And
You
like
can choose.
they are
¿Sí o no?
it's a little racist, bro.
No, it's not.
They're more than that, bro.
No, there's not that.
There's also Hello
Animes, Hello Kitty. ¿Qué más? Sushi. That's Japanese.
Sushi
Sushi Quito. But yeah, Los Pikachus, bro, they're a lot of the stuff that I consume are Japanese and they're
Yeah.
cool.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z? That's not racist because
I'm Mexican, I can say
I
it.
can say it, bro. Like, because that's the thing. Like, it comes from a place of love. Like, Pikachu's and the fucking Japan were like some of the first things that I did. Like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like I had the game, bro. I had the red one, the Game Boy Color, but like the one with Charizard on the front.
Yeah.
See, wait, that was like some of my first memories. Like, and when you're a kid too, you don't even realize what they are, like where they come from or anything. Same thing with like Mario.
Yeah.
Like at the game, they literally had Mario, Luigi, and Toad. I don't know if you saw that. Like in the stands, like people were wearing the hats. I was like, camaradas, way. They don't even know how big of a part they've been in my life.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying they have like this artists from where you see movies.
Yeah.
Todo ignorante, ¿verdad? But like they're very like what's the word? Like they're very like reservados. They're very quiet.
Yeah.
They're very
That's
like,
part of their culture.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the game, you hear the and then the commentator is like, you would think that's Netherlands, right? Because they're like fucking big and they're like
the big
6'2"
dudes.
and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're here in Japan. Japan is chanting like every player's name, and like they're like, I think between they're chanting like Japan, and then they say like a player's name, and like you don't expect that because like you expect them to be like, oh yeah, good pass, you know. But that was Netherlands.
No,
they pan to like the audience, and like Japan is like standing up, and they're like, dale puto, you know, like, and then Netherlands is just sitting down. They're like, good game.
Good game.
I don't know their accent, but you know,
no, it's cool, man. Like that's why I think this is the best time to go to like those watch parties and stuff. You see like Mexico and their solidarity. At that watch party, like we all were rooting against the Netherlands because of No Era Penal,
right?
Which people forget. Bro, there was Mexicans there wearing Netherlands jerseys.
Oh, bro.
It was so like disrespectful. I was just like walking around. I was like, "Tu güey, pinche cara de nopal, pinche pendejo." And then at that watch party or whatever, because I don't know if you saw the game, but Japan scored in like the last.
It was the second half.
Yeah, it was the second half. No, but it was like towards the end of the partido.
Yeah.
And empataron, right?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Like people went crazy in downtown
I
Fort
went
Worth.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit,
See
this
what-
Pikachu, let's fucking go!" Yeah, and like everybody who's there was some Japanese people too. Like they're wearing like their jersey and shit. So it was cool. So this is when I really become like a soccer fan. I think it's because it is like it's national pride, right? Like, how do we bring this back to mariachi? Well, mariachi comes from Mexico, bro. Like, you know,
there's a lot of people complaining there were no mariachis at
Azteca. Yeah, I saw that too. Because Houston did do that. I thought that was cool. Houston brought out their Texans mariachi, and they play at Texans home games, like the football team.
Yeah.
And since they played at Energy Stadium, like they had the mariachi. I was like, damn, must be nice. I was like, they could have called me, bro. Yeah, I would have gone by myself. I don't give a fuck. You know.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
Gracias.
Yeah. No, but it was cool. It was because that's, if anything, you would think that would be in Mexico, like mariachis in Mexico. Like,
Argentina already scored, bro.
Oh. ¿Y qué, okay?
Just letting you know.
Who are they playing?
Fuck, I forgot to say it. Algeria?
Algeria?
Yeah. Where's Algeria
at? Por ahí.
at? Por allá.
Por allá on the other side.
De esta.
Por Cancun, güey.
No mames.
Dice. Nah, yeah. So this is a good time. So we'll see how Thursday goes. Anyway, that being said, last Thursday, Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was expecting him to have the game. Because fuck, who was it? It was South Korea, I think. Versus somebody. Because Sifu Shack, I don't think we told him either. Yeah. Sifu Shack is preparing for the World Cup because they set up like 4 huge TVs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had him on, but they didn't put on the game.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
Mamadas. Maybe they just are partial to Mexico. Who never know. We'll see how Thursday goes.
Yeah. They have to put it on. Yeah. Come on.
Who knows? Yeah. All I know is that like I'm gonna be playing and just be looking at the TV.
Yeah,
the entire
honestly,
time.
Yeah.
Sí, güey, es que es el mundial,
I mean, it's happened before where like there's been a Mexico game like at Burros, and like we're playing and it's like con dinero is goal, you know, like we all stop. We're like, sí, güey, we're like goal,
nearest TV,
and they're like, hago siempre, you know.
It's a good time, bro. It's cool to be Mexican right now, bro. Not that it's never not cool.
I mean, it always is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, no, it's like a different level of it. I think that's cool.
At work or my other job, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of Fridays, like the team for our Friday. I made it World Cup Friday, bro.
Oh shit!
I was like, we're all wearing jerseys, and my coworkers those like güeros Americanos. You know,
did they bring USA jerseys?
Well, it's this Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a Mexico jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a black and gold one.
Okay, I bet.
And they were like, but we don't watch. Well, you're gonna wear a fucking jersey. How about that? Yeah. It's like, but we don't. Walmart, $20. Yeah. Right now, Walmart is fucking capitalizing on that shit, bro. You walk in, it's like jerseys for days. You know, so I'm like, you have 4 days, bro. I'm going you 4 days.
Buscate, yeah.
Sí, güey. Extra large. Cómprala.
Vete al bazaar.
Sí, güey.
They got the knockoffs right now for $10, bro. Shit. I'm about to get me one.
Yeah. Because I'm going to show up in my jersey, bro.
Yeah.
Mexico.
This week, or the last couple of weeks, because I've been faltando so much, Victor has been complaining. Well, they're valid complaints. No, like you told me, they're valid complaints. Well, I don't want to say complaints. It's just you're playing with different vihueleros like every day. So it's like... So it's like he has to play with people he's not used to, or they're not used to him. So what happens is like you kind of have a inconsistent armonía. I would think.
Now that I have another job, bro.
Okay.
I have another point of view from it. So like, what happens is when someone's missing, we all make up for it.
Okay.
You know? Because sometimes people at front desk miss. So like maybe I have to go up there. And that means that people in the back have to do stuff that I'm doing because I'm doing something else, you know?
Okay.
So what happens is that when you miss, which has been very consistent lately, you know, I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm sorry.
Like, what was it? I don't think you like this joke, but I think 2 weeks ago you showed up And I was like, hola, mucho gusto, me llamo Víctor.
¿Con qué tocas?
Yeah. ¿Y
Chivato.
tocas o qué, güey? Nunca te he visto por aquí. And it's the same idea with like in a mariachi group or in a music band, because when you're playing with someone that you don't regularly play with, you have to like keep telling him like qué tonos, like what versions. So I had to tell him like, you're not gonna hear this. We made this up here in this group, so you're not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna get it. Just play it straight. You
Just
know?
play it straight.
And
Well, that's where you make edits. Like it's like whenever I played. Okay, so not this Sunday, but the Sunday before that, before I went to Cancun, we had a gig on Sunday that was with the padre, and with that padre, apparently y'all also played on Friday.
Yeah.
So that Friday I had a game,
right? So
I couldn't go. So era una de mis faltas, right? Unexcused absence. So then Victor tells me that apparently the vihuelero got there.
So we got this vihuela player, and I think I knew you weren't coming, maybe. But
I mean, I've been telling Arturo like as reminders, because I mean I understand he has got a lot of things on his mind. So like I had given him a list like earlier in the season. Look, bro, these are all the dates that voy a tocar con los Rangers. So just to give you a heads up, like this week, as a reminder, I'm going to be gone for this day or whatever. Yeah. So he's got a lot of stuff on his mind, which I understand. So that's why I try to give him that reminder or whatever. But for this Friday specifically, es cuando llegó.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not going to say his name, but like Arturo said his name, va a venir.
Yeah.
And I was like, no mames, way, you know, like I personally didn't have a good experience with him like a previous time. And Arturo was like, well, then you fucking look for someone. And I'm like, but and it was a little funny in the beginning because it kind of proved my point. Because I told him like I don't like this guy, like personally, you know. I don't know what that made me laugh. I could hear the and he was like, Arturo was like, well, fuck you too. And I was like, and it was like, I think we were supposed to start like at 6. No me acuerdo.
Yeah, it was like it was like a 6 to 8 gig. Yeah, it was 2 hours.
I'm lying. It was supposed to be at 8. And then I verified with them, and he's like, no, eres a las 9. So they went 9 to 11.
Oof.
Y amenazan con más, which tripped me out because it's a church. It's
like they're not drinking here.
I told them, I was like, how do you guys stay up here? Like, y'all drink coffee? Like, you know, because it's not going to be alcohol.
Yeah, not everybody here's going to be looking to get lit. Yeah. I mean, this is the Lord's house.
But it was funny because they were acting like they were lit. They were like, you know, like when you get drunk and you kind of have your hand around your compa and you're like, un chingo, cabrón.
It's like they were non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah. They're like making out. No. Yeah, you see el padre like con su compa, güey. It's like, todo. It's like, quién sabe qué. Tócame el alegre, you know, like, como si estuviera pedo el padre.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, you had the blood of Christ.
Yeah.
Like, you know? And so yeah, we're waiting for this guy. We're supposed to start at 9. It's like 9:10. No llega. They're like, no, que va a llegar tarde, you know, 9:15, 9:20, right? Ya llega el señor. And I think Saul was the one that said it, that he saw Arturo like go outside to like meet him to tell him where it is. And apparently Arturo walked outside and he was like, you know, he made like this gesture of like playing like armonía or something. And so he was gone for a little bit, and it was funny too because Arturo said, meanwhile, he's like, we're not playing, I'm gonna put on my little like DJ playlist, right? But he kept forgetting that as he walks out, like he's losing connection.
Oh my god!
So he's like, he's like all this like black noise, white noise, white noise.
That's
right?
racist.
No, I forgot which one it is.
Yeah,
all this white noise. Right?
Yeah, white noise.
Like, wait, with the paca.
Yeah.
Like,
he always does that.
Yeah.
He always like leaves, you know, like, bro, you're connected to the Bluetooth.
Yeah,
can't go fucking 400 yards. Like,
and he comes back and he's like, no, pues te voy a se le vio la vihuela. You know, so this guy's late. He's about 20-30 minutes late.
Yeah,
I might be exaggerating. It doesn't go below 15 though. Like he's visibly late. Del Padre is saying like, los mariachis como siempre tarde, borrachos.
And he's saying on the mic?
Yeah. And I'm like, fuck, you can't say shit because
he's right.
we haven't started.
Yeah.
And this guy's like,
yeah, he's right. We're drunk.
yeah. I don't know how you knew that. You're really good, sir.
¿Cómo sabías que estaba pedo, güey? Ay, me disculpa. No.
Yo, con los ojos todos cerrados, todo rojo.
Yo pedo, me drunk,
right?
me drive.
Right now. and so we're trying to get. Well, it's a church, right? So it means they probably have like a coro. So sure enough, this guy had like a little guitar, which he let him borrow, and so he's playing guitar, right? And I'm looking at him. I didn't even look at him. I was maybe more upset than I should be. I guess I should have been more forgiving. But the whole time I'm playing, I'm looking. I'm like, me cagas, bro. You know? And it was also because like I was right.
Yeah.
You know, like
you had already said that this guy wasn't someone you particularly like playing with.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, he shows up late without an instrument.
Yeah.
Which when y'all told me that story, I was like, how?
I don't know, bro. I didn't talk to him the whole night.
Yeah. I don't understand how you can be a mariachi and like forget your instrument.
Yeah.
Like your primary instrument.
Yeah.
Like, and then that's the thing too, like if someone was hiring me, like, porque he's like la otra, like he's the sub, right? So you would think like, oh, pues, you know, I'm subbing, like hasta más you would have your stuff because you're just like, I don't want to fuck this up, you know?
Yeah.
But to show up late and then also not have an instrument.
Yeah.
And I'm just over here like at the ballpark, you know, like doing my job. But like at the same time, like I think I'm just chilling. But I'm like over here thinking like I just hope that these guys are like going good. Because that's why I asked her, like, how did it go? Like on Saturday, I'll be like, ¿Cómo les fue? Like, and then like, I just look at me like,
I'm like, should have been there, bro. Hubiera sido.
Because then that same padre had hired us again for Sunday. And then that day, también, Arturo, we did have to make another rinky-dink little group because you weren't on bass. He needed another violin.
Oh, yeah, he had me on harp.
So he had you on harp, which works out, you know. So Arturo hired a guitarrón player and what was supposed to be a guitar player. And he shows up with a vihuela.
Yeah.
So last time we had 0 vihuelas. This time we had 2 vihuelas.
Yeah, we went up for it.
Yeah. So I'm just like, patener doble, like double kill, double tap. And then, I mean, me personally, like I've already told you, like I hate having 2 vihuelas, like 2 chillonas right next to each other, like como que no quema, you know? And then looking over to this guy, like I think he also didn't like it because he would stand like far away from me, like, and he seemed, I guess I told you, like, it was kind of mean, like, or I felt like he was mean. The guitarrón player was chill though, because
he was so cute, bro.
Yeah,
he was this little cute old guy.
Yeah,
él estaba afinando, and like he was like playing. And I was like, "You're so cute, bro." Like
this is like an little old man.
Yeah,
like puro primera, segunda, like no fancy adornos, nothing. And then they had a shitload of cake, and the guy was just like, "No agarra pastel." And he's like, "Sí, un pedacito."
But it's funny because he would turn around, he's like, "That's how that's the Lord."
Yeah.
And I'm like.
Looking over at you like, you talking about me or
Una coquita. It's like,
yeah. But that day also, like that's when I came back. It was at Sunday where I was just making sure I showed up, right, if I could, because that's the thing, like if I can go, like I'm gonna go. That's like my job, like to go with you guys. But when this other stuff like comes up, I'm like, fuck, dude. And then like it sucked too because I was about to go to Cancun and like miss that week too. So that I ended up missing for 5 days. No, but I only missed the restaurant or whatever. And then, that's what happened. So I didn't even get into that. So like Cancun was like supposed to be like, you know, family vacation, like for my wife and her family. And then I'm just tagging along. And then my plan was to come back by Saturday. So I'd already told her like, hey, I'm good for Saturday. Like, yeah, we're all good. I should be back. And then that day too, like Saul, who's an artist, he had like his debut concert and stuff. Yeah. He had asked me like if I could play like for his show, And I had told him like, wait, was this the only? I would. It's just that I'm gonna be in another country, you know. But I should be getting back like at 5. But I don't want to tell you que sí, que no, you know. And so I just told him like, no, man, I don't want to do that to you, you know, like decirte que sí, lo que no. So the plan was to come back on that Saturday or that Friday. And what happened there was we got through the gate, and you've never been to Mexico like since you were there, right? But like they treat you differently because pues te miran como güero, like, which I wonder what you would look like. You kind of look European, bro. You kind of like you look like if you wore a Netherlands jersey, you'd fit in. Yeah. So like
I'm not proud of it.
yeah. So like when I'm over there, like, or with anybody, like I told you, it's very touristy. So like I put a güero, like Europeans, people from the States and stuff, but automatically like los Mexicanos can tell, like they take advantage of that, bro. Like they really do. At the airport, same thing. Like their attitude is a little like different. You could tell that it would be with like Mexicanos.
Are you saying they're like nicer to you, or are they more discriminating?
More, it's not. It could be discriminating, but also more like they find a way to take advantage of you because they
know you have probably like more money.
Yeah, so like that's the thing about being on this side. That this happens on any part of Mexico that I've gone to, but it's like cuando vas allá, they know that you're coming from America, so they assume that you have like money like that, which they don't realize. Y'all don't watch the fucking news. Everything's fucked up over here.
Yeah,
I was like, it's just because I'm in Cancun, like we took the discounts to get here, you know. Like this isn't pocket change, you know.
I'm bringing back like fucking tanks of gas.
Yeah, look at ocupamos, güey. No, man, but the plan was we went to the airport, we did all of this madre, dude, and we were getting. I mean, I was ready to leave Cancun, you know. We get to the gate and we're just fucking chilling there. Like 20 minutes go by. We're supposed to be boarding and there's just delays. And we're just waiting and we're waiting. And then like finally my wife goes up to like talk to the person. And then she comes back to me. She's like, you're not gonna believe it. They fucking canceled the flight. And I was like, huh? And she's like, yeah, it's because they're canceling because they said that the flight no ha llegado or it just never got here. I was like, how the fuck you lose a plane?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? They didn't give us an explanation. They just canceled.
Huh.
So my main priority was like, fuck, like I have chambas. That and all my Facebook Marketplace deals, they're gone. You know? Yeah. I was like, I had a plan. You know? Yeah. So I had to like contact Arturo. Like, first thing I did was I called him. And I was like, hey, Arturo, like, no, I called him. It rang and he answered. And I shit you not, he was like, ¿Cómo que te cancelaron la airplane? And I was like, how'd you know? Was it you, bro?
I can't imagine like his face too. Like he was doing something and he heard the phone, saw your profile pictures, like, este güey, no mames.
He was like the Giovanni pic. Este güey, no mames.
Yeah, bro.
His son.
He was telling Lucero like, you want to bet que mi mamá me va a decir, te puesto $50 que
I think she was there, actually, because I heard them talking, yeah. So he was like, no digas mamadas. Because I told him, like, bro, like, they canceled my flight. He's like, nah, mames, Sammy. I was like, dude.
Sounded like a disappointed dad. No mames, güey.
Sí, güey. Like, literally. And I was all like, he's going to think I made this shit up. I was like, no quiero ir a la chamba, güey. But I was like, no, bro. Like, I'm fucking telling you, I'm being serious. Like, they canceled. I don't know why. They literally just canceled on me. Like, I don't know what to do, bro. Pick me up.
No, man.
Because I looked at the calendar and, like, you guys had, this is last week. Y'all had, did y'all only do the one? Y'all had 2.5.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, it's not too bad. But at the same time, it's like, it's short notice. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Like, to find someone for the next day. So, no, I told Arturo. I think he understood, though. He said that he had gotten canceled. Coming back from San Diego one year, and he had to stay there like 3 extra days or something like that. And I was like, fuck. Well, I had no plan. They had just said, like, we're going to get a flight tomorrow. They weren't giving a lot of details, fucking airline. And then they just threw us to the wolves of the taxis. I shelled out $200 to get out of the airport.
Yeah.
That's non-refundable, bro. Like, you should have seen, bro. It was a shit show to get out of there. Pinches madre, güey. Pinches taxistas, güey. Yeah. Te digo, like, they took advantage. They just think you have money. Like, they wanted to charge me 4,600 pesos, like, to get out of there, which was like $370.
Goddamn.
Like, yo le rebajé with my pro negotiation skills. But, like, no mames, güey. Like, they wanted me for 6 people to get out of there or whatever. Punto is that Arturo was like, nah, bro, like, ni pedo, pues, ni modo. Like, I'll see if I can find somebody. He's like, I'll try to ask Paco. It's just his kid's birthday. He's all like, but that'll just be in the morning. And they get here, Lucero, like, that's all day. He's like, well, I'll ask him. A ver qué me dice. That shit made me laugh. Though. He's like, it's just his kid's birthday. Like, he's like, I think it's just like in the morning. I was like, no, wait, was like,
so we're not going.
It's like, we were going to the party, right? Like, what the fuck? No, wait, it was hilarious. So I was just like, no, wait, but I'm sorry, dude. Like, you know me, like, I would go. Like,
I do know you. That's why I believe this shit. Like.
So I was just like, wait, like, it's because I'm right now. They hadn't given me a time for the flight yet or anything too. So I was like, okay, well, once I'll update you as it comes, you know, like, and then I'll just let you know. Yeah, a ver qué podemos hacer. So he's like, all right, well, just let me know. I was like, all right, and then I ended up having to stay one more night, like there. They put us in a hotel. And then they put the flight for the next day at 5. So it's like almost 3-hour flight. Like the whole trip just had so many delays and stuff from the airline and stuff. So it was just like, I ended up getting here like at midnight the next day. It was un desmadre, right? Right. Point is, that's when you guys were like working. So you guys ended up playing. So Arturo had the duty of finding a vihuela player. It wasn't until the next day that I saw from a Snapchat you sent me that is what to say, like, I hope you're happy, bro.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Hope you're having a good time, bro.
Yeah.
Like Arturo sacando la chamba.
And it was like Arturo holding his vihuela, like his vihuela.
Yeah.
And that's why I knew you weren't fucking around, because I was like, nah, he picked up his vihuela from home and he was like, I got this. Yeah. So Arturo ended up being the vihuela player. I think it was his first time being vihuela player for Mariachi Allende, like for a day.
Yeah.
I was like, come with me. I was like, come play vihuela in my group.
Yeah.
So
I found out on the hour of.
The hour of?
Yeah.
Of the gig? Oh,
because I got there at the meeting spot,
uh-huh.
and I went to the QT to like get like probably like a Red Bull.
Red Bull.
And I see him. Y tiene su tali puesto, right?
Yeah.
And then he looks at me and he's like, pareja. I was like, not te pases de verga. ¿Quién viene, güey?
Did he do that?
So
that looks like so
he did some shit like that. Yeah. I was like, okay. And then he told me, yeah, pinche Sammy, que no va a venir. And you had, I think you caught me at a bad time too, because you sent me a snap and you're like, guess where I'm at or something. I remember seeing it. Mm-hmm. I was like, stay away. And then I couldn't reply for some reason. But I just remember being like, no puede ser. and yeah, I see Arturo and he's like, yeah, bro, I couldn't find anybody. And I mean, it makes sense because it's very short notice. Yeah. And it's like on Saturday, which is where everybody's working. Like, todos ya encontraron, si maromean ya encontraron. And it's pretty much like almost impossible to find somebody, you know? And he did well. He did. Le doy un pinche zapage. No mames, no. But I think he sacó la chamba. Because he wasn't doing like easy shit, bro. Like, pidieron el cascabel, güey.
Yeah, you sent me that snap.
Pidieron, sabes, una cosa, you know, like, and we played Mariachi Loco at both parties. And that's not easy for our 1-year player, you know, to play cumbias like that.
Yeah.
Because we even did like El Fabio Navido and stuff like that. And
so he was doing the yeah. Oh, he was doing a variation of it.
Yeah. No, le andaba poniendo jazz. I was like, hey, eso chingado. And
puro disminuido and shit.
Puro desmenuzado, you know. Shit. No, but I told him at the end, I was like, bro, I respect that, bro. Like, because he stood up to the challenge, you know. And
he kind of had to, yeah.
No se agüitó. Because I told him, like, if there's anything that you don't think you can play, I could do it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not going to be, you know, if you're playing here, and if I play well, I would probably like right here, you know. Yeah. It's a little better, descansas un poquito, you know. But it was like, nah, I got it. So yeah, estaban chinga tu madre. O sea,
trying to help your ass.
Yeah. And yeah, sacamos la chamba, you know. Pinche cascabel solo de 10 minutos.
Yeah, you sent me. I think because it was already on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So I was in. I think I was at the airport again. So like that's the thing. I had to go through security again. I had to go through all the shit all over again, and otro pinche pagada de taxi. Or actually, I had paid for it technically the day before. Like I said, $200.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, bro. I was like, American, like 200 American. I was like, you're crazy, bro. I was like, ¿Aquí te quedas? I'm like, no, pues no. I was like, yeah, I mean,
they have all the power, bro. He's like, you want to leave or not?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you had no bargaining power, bro. Like it was so bad. But yeah, so you sent me that snap of like Arturo doing the cascabel solo. He's like, I hope you're happy, bro. I was just like, I'm sorry, bro. Sí, güey, es que, pues sí, pues no se puede hacer nada. Se salvaron todas las chambas, güey, del Sammy, güey.
Chivato.
Yeah, but it really was such an inconvenience, bro, because it's like,
telling us,
like my suegro had a job like to do too, and then well, my wife too, like she works on Saturdays. That was when she was supposed to be back. So like literally, it's crazy because it's like it's a immediate, like everybody calls like what they had to do the next day. And this was my first time ever having like a canceled flight or anything like that. So I was like, fuck, dude, like this shit sucks.
Yeah,
like we literally have to like figure out what we're gonna do, and then like I have to keep my pets alive. Like I had told my sister to stay here till a certain day. I was like, hey, like, can you stay? She has a whole, like, she was chambeando también and las tocadas and stuff. So I was like, man, like, the fuck do we do? Like, it's just, yeah. But, I mean, you got figured out back in America. Lo bueno que llegamos, right?
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, like, I think definitely, too, like, I noticed now, like, from going to Puerto Vallarta and Sayulita and then going to Cancun, like, I don't think I would prefer like to vacation like in Mexico, like touristy Mexico. I prefer the Mexico that I'm used to, which is like, you know, where the beans are, where the real beans are. It's just it feels more like real Mexico, right? Like another place that I want to go to. I know that Mexico City is like touristy, it's becoming more touristy, but I tan todos los mexicanos, so like I'd want to go there too, like just to go check it out because of the other cool thing that I said that I did was like the Chichen Itza thing. Like now I want to go because I learned about the Mayan culture, like los Maya, and now I want to go see about the Aztecs. Like it's crazy, like the difference, but they all like just understanding like pre-Columbian, Mesoamerican, and just like the indigenous tribes that like lived in Mexico and made up Mexico before fucking Cortez showed up and he was like, "Hey, what's up? Mine."
That was up.
yeah, literally. Oh, that was another thing that at the ex Caret resort thing they did. They do like this 2-hour show at the end of it, and it's like showcasing parts of Mexico. So like I like it because it showed like, again, like I'm Mexican, so I can say, you know, I'm Mexican, but I can go and I can see everything and I understand it because I'm Mexican. But like there was people there from Europe and stuff like that, and then that show they tell you the story of like how Mexico became Mexico. Like they show you how like they used to play like what's it called? Is where they use their hips to put the ball in the ring.
Yeah.
Right. They show you that. They show you like how Cortez showed up and like how the Spaniards took over and like how all the old religion, like they literally said like you're Catholic now.
Yeah.
And then La Virgen de Guadalupe, how that started, and then like they started showcasing different parts of Mexico. So like they had different acts of like, this is what they do in northern Mexico. This is what they do in Michoacan. This is what they do in Zacatecas. So like they brought out bandas. They brought out Michoacan. They had like this. They played Arriba Pichataro, and they played it like with Toroloche.
Okay.
And they had a guy spinning. It was
I've seen
pretty
that,
cool.
yeah.
But it's cool because it's like it shows you one. They also had a section with like Veracruz, and it shows you how like again. If you're a mariachi musician, you're like, oh shit, like really mariachi is just like they took all these different types of music and then they just said we're gonna adapt this to like what we play, like Arriba Pichataro, Veracruz with La Bamba, you know, and then hearing all that, you're like, oh, this is essentially what we do every day with mariachi. We just take this part of Mexico, this part of Mexico, this part of Mexico, and then we just play it like in a backyard. So it was cool. It's like a 2-hour show where it tells you. So like if you didn't know. Like, let's say you're from bitch-ass Netherlands. Sorry. But yeah, if you're from the Netherlands and you're just like, I don't know nothing. I don't know the accent. I don't know nothing Mexico. Let me see it. So like that show, that 2-hour show, like it tells you a little bit about Mexico.
That's cool.
You're like, oh, this is where we are right now. Like we're in Quintana Roo.
Yeah.
Or Yucatan. Yeah. One of the two.
That's very cool.
It was just hard coming back.
What?
No, like coming back.
Like, this is cool. It's like, which is hard.
No. I mean, like just coming back here.
Okay.
And then that's the second time too that I went to like two parts of Mexico, and I was like, wait, pues no mire ningún mariachi. Like I wanted to see mariachi. Like you think Mexico, you think mariachi, but it's just
mariachi.
It's
because it has its regions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they did have a mariachi there for like the show at the very end. They showcased Guadalajara and Jalisco, and that was the big finale. Like they played. Así se llama México, así se llama México en la piel.
Okay.
And they played like Son de la Negra and stuff like that. And it was cool because I could tell that the harp player was the same guy from the Jarocho.
Oh, bro.
Like, yeah, I was like...
Those chambas, cabrón.
Sí, I was like, ese güey ya chingó, güey. Yeah, because he had the same harp. I was like, motherfucker just changed. I was like, and then even the singers too. Because they would sing, you know how Michoacán has like their own dialect or whatever?
Purépecha or something?
Yeah, something like that. So they sang in that, and then nomás se pusieron un traje de charro, and I was like, hey, you're the same guy. You know, I was like, doble chamba, güey, chingón. Because they're all like
on their contract.
Yeah,
like,
probably. Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
It's like Disney with Cobra.
Yeah. Because that's kind of what I'd compare it to. It's kind of like a cast member.
Yeah.
Because apparently they do that show every day. Like it's a 2-hour show at the end of right before the park closes, and that's like the big like finale of the whole place. Yeah,
that's cool.
That's pretty cool. I'll show you some videos.
So it's cool to like educate.
Yeah, and that's essentially what I like about it, because like it could be like very ignorant. I think for like a güero to go to Mexico, because I've heard that a lot too when I'm over there. Like I could hear like los güeros just being like, "Oh, you've never been to Cancun? Oh, it's amazing! Like I love it here. I love Mexico." I was like, "Wait, tú ni has comido mole, güey. Like you don't even you don't know. Like they think Mexico."
Those are my coworkers too.
Yeah, like they think Mexico is these touristy spots, and it's like no way. You know, it's not that part of Mexico isn't Mexico, but it's not like what most Mexicans would attribute to Mexico. Like I said, people were accepting dollars there, so I was like, that's not something I'm used to. You know.
No.
Especially like tap to pay or whatever. None of that shit, you know? So it's just, you can't essentially say like this is Mexico, because it is touristy, you know? Todos ahí, todos los güeros. And I'm just over here like all short. I was like, ¿tienes size?
You say güerito.
Yeah. They say that I got darker, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm still pretty white.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I can't keep tense either.
Yeah. Well, it's the way it's from your... I don't know, your pigment, right? So your natural pigment, it's very white.
Yeah.
Mine is too, but...
I know there's like undertones.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently, I forgot what I am. I have like red under or something.
Okay.
Is that what it is? Because it's like yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you can have like a different undertone and it just has a different appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
More orangey, more yellow tones. Yeah.
So azul.
See what? But yeah, I'm good now. But yeah, so I'll miss
Are you missing
Friday and
next
Saturday.
week too, right?
Huh?
Are you missing next week?
What's next week? No, I'll be here.
You'll be here next week? This week?
Yeah. No. I'll be here Sunday. And then I'll be here next week.
El sábado?
Yeah.
El sábado también?
Yeah.
I feel like you're lying, bro.
No, bro, I'm looking at it right now.
At this point, I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
No, I'm good.
I don't know, bro.
Anyway, well, we got some questions in Charro chat, so we'll do that real quick. Yeah, no bad. Okay, this person says, favorite instrument outside of mariachi community, the more obscure, the better.
Okay.
Favorite instrument outside mariachi community. So, like, what's your favorite instrument that's not, like, part of the mariachi, I guess you would say? That is hard.
I do love, like, piano. But you know what's cool? Is it called like a glass harp? You know what I'm talking about?
Glass harp?
Or like a glass harmonica? Fuck. It's the one that Benjamin Franklin invented, apparently.
The tubular tubes?
Yeah, but it has a name.
You're right. It does have a name.
But you know, it's pretty cool. Have you ever heard it?
Yeah.
I'm going to look up instrument invented by... Oh, yeah, it's la primera. Glass harmonica.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was thinking, but okay.
Yeah.
You like that?
Have you heard it?
No.
Pretty cool. You haven't heard it?
Maybe I have, but I don't remember.
It's basically like, if I'm right, I don't know.
Mhm.
Like I said, it is obscure as shit. It's like different rings of glass, right?
Mhm.
And then there's like water running through it, right? And so there's like a big one, and it gets smaller as it goes down.
Mhm.
And when you put your finger on it, it makes a pitch.
Oh, kind of like where people do it with the water.
Yeah,
The water
that's
and
it.
the crystal
That's
water.
where you got it from, because it was like,
Y
si hago un pinche invento ahorita, and then he did the whole thing, and it sounded cool.
Okay. No, I think piano's good too. No, you know what? I did want to play the drums.
It's
I
not
always wanna play the
obscure at
drums.
all.
I didn't say obscure.
Yeah,
Oh, he did say that. Well, he said my favorite instrument outside of mariachi. Like for me, it would be actually it would be two. If I could play two like very well, it would be the drums. I'd really like to play the drums because one drummer that like knows what the fuck they're doing, they could just find the beat, todo chingón, and they add fills. Igual que like a guitar or a guitarrón, they add fills and shit. It's the same shit. So like with the drums, chingón, and then a harmonica, just a regular harmonica. I like them.
Okay.
They're cool.
I don't know how to use it. I have one.
I like it because let's say like I was an artist, and if I was playing guitar, like an acoustic guitar,
You're like,
no. They put like una agarradera. It's made of silver or like metal, and it just leaves the harmonica in front of you like this. So I could be like, boom, and I could do both at the same time.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah. So a harmonica. Yeah. That's
cool.
I'll buy one. Just to prove a point. Nunca les ha da. Oh no, nunca. Wait, I can't read. Nunca les da miedo que los vayan a secuestrar en una chamba.
Sequestrar, no, but maybe like if things like escalated.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could kidnap us. I think it would be more like.
I mean, they could.
No, yeah, they could.
But I think I've been more scared of like this guy does not look happy, or like I'm thinking if he doesn't like a joke, he might like escalate things.
Yeah.
Like I've seen stuff like that, but it's never happened.
For me, it's the same situation like where something gets out of control, especially like because I've been around drunk people where like they're
hey
where it's just like their emotional state could be like because you don't know what kind of drunk they are.
Yeah.
You know, the happy drunk or the sad drunk or the one that like you say the one wrong thing and they flip a switch and they just see red and they're like you know, like te pegan. So that's more what I'm scared of because at a party, let's say like you can take this guy one-on-one, bro, he's surrounded by his whole fucking family. So like even if you could take this guy, like you literally have like 8 other dudes that can mess you up, you know? So, and technically we have that in the group too. Like, but I'm like, I don't know how far though Mike is going to go. Like, I don't know. Like Don Luis, they're both, you know, son señores, you know, like no disrespect to them. I just don't know how much I can pull them into this fight, you know? You know, they'll take a couple swings and they're like, fuck, that hurt. Like, I have work tomorrow. Like, I can't do this, you know? So I don't have a homie there to like, you know, go in, you know? So
it's...
Huh?
Pues estoy yo, güey.
Pues sí, güey, pero tú y yo, we both get fucked up with 8 dudes.
Don't say it like that.
Or messed up, you know, like beat up. It's just, it's a possibility. So that's why.
It's like I think it's a video. It's like a girl training to like box and shit. Mm-hmm. But it's like trash. And like when it comes, it's like, girl, just buy a gun. No, mames.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like, okay, you're gonna take. Oh, I guess you could, right? In Texas, legally carry a firearm.
Concealed carry, I think.
To the chamba. They just start getting out of hand, and you're just like, no, bro, I couldn't have a gun. You know why? Because I wouldn't know how to act.
Just like
I watched the first episode of there's a show called Tires. It's with Shane Gillis.
Oh yeah.
And the first episode he buys a gun. And like he just always parades it. He's just like, what are you gonna do? He's like, it's not loaded, but he's just like, he just keeps pointing it out at everybody. He's
you
like,
are the type to do something.
They're like, dude, just put it away. And he's like, what, this? Like it's not even loaded, bro. And he's just like,
can I like losing an argument in the van, and I'm with a friend. All you see is like the keys. Like, oh, que la chingada.
Yeah, I was like, keys? I was like. That's what I thought.
You see like the... I'm like...
Like, bro, it's not even loaded. Like, you sure? It's fucking bad. Yeah, that's why. And this last one says, what would be your dream location or country to perform at?
I'd like to play in Mexico.
El Estadio Azteca or what?
En la pirámide, güey.
¿Cuál?
La pirámide del Sol.
Oh, Mexico City. That's where I want to go. I told you I want to go. Because now you can climb it. That's what I wanted to do at Chichen Itza.
I thought it was, that's the one that you can't climb.
You can't go there. And then the first thing I did when I got home back to the hotel or whatever, I looked it up. Top of the Chichen Itza. And apparently, back then you could. Yeah. Like in the early 2000s. So like people have like old videos of them with like camcorders.
I wonder why you can't anymore.
It's like, it goes back to like they don't want to erode it further because they're ruins, right? Okay. Like they're trying to preserve them as long as possible.
So they don't want you stepping on them?
Yeah. Okay. So like right now, like when I went, because they have like ropes over everything. Like you can't, even if you wanted to, you couldn't walk up. Because
I know there's like tourists that do disrespect that. Like there was one of that lady, no?
Mm-hmm. There was
up there.
That was Chichen Itza. So like there was one of a lady that just fucking ran up there and she was just being like ignorant, and she was up there, and when she got down, like everybody was just yelling at her and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's what I wanted to do. I want to be like, oh, I want to go to there. I want to go to there, you know, but I can't. So the one in Mexico City, though, apparently you can climb them. They like recently reopened it where you can go up the pyramid.
Is that the one that had the shooting?
Yeah, recently.
Fuck.
It's always some dude that fucks it up for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still want to do it though. Because I saw the one at Chichen Itza and there's no rail, bro. So like they're just stairs.
Yeah.
So I was like looking at the videos, I was like, because it's like steep as fuck, bro. Nah, wey, me cago. Because like you just see people they sit down on each step and go one by one, like on the way down. Okay. I was like, that would be me, bro. I would just like my legs would probably be shaking and shit. But I would still want to go though.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, so you'd want to play on the pyramid? Okay,
that'd be pretty cool. I mean, you probably can't because of a lot of violations, but that'd be. I mean, can you imagine, bro? You're at the top. Mm-hmm. Ba, ba, da, with the bass boost. Mm-hmm. Ba,
yeah. Well, one place that I've always wanted to go, and I still want to go, is like the pyramids in Egypt. The pyramid of Giza.
Giza?
Giza? No, that's the wrong one. No, the pyramid of Giza, the Great Pyramid of Giza. The three that are there.
I know those you really can't even like get near. Right?
You can get near. Yeah, people fucking climb all the time in Egypt.
And you're not supposed to.
No. I don't mean climb. Sorry, you can walk right up to it and like touch it. You can't do that.
Touch.
Yeah. Chip Patrick. No, like people you could walk up to it and you could just like look at it and shit, right?
Because the thing I've heard, like it's slowly deteriorating too, because they're also stealing like some of the stone.
Yeah, it's because they don't take care of it as much as they should. But they just opened up a new museum there in Cairo, next to the pyramids or whatever. But like that's always been like a dream of mine to go see the pyramids in Cairo.
You would like to play there?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Okay.
One, because I don't even think they've ever had a mariachi there. Like, why would they have one there?
True.
You know, I don't think there's ever been 10 Mexicans at once there, honestly. Like, let alone a mariachi. You know, I don't know. So like, I'm just being if I could be the first one, chingon. Yeah.
Chido.
Yeah, but I always wanted to go there. And just I find like Egypt's like I said, I like history and shit.
Yeah,
I've always I like their whole lore and just everything that has to do with Egyptian culture. So like they have a museum there that apparently talks about all of it and shit. So I'm like talking about it and like seeing that stuff, me da como like creeps, but I like it.
It gives you the creeps?
Yeah, kind of.
How come?
It's just like it's trippy to think that like all this shit happened like thousands and thousands of years ago. And like I still wholeheartedly believe that like what's it called? We had like ancient technology that was probably more advanced than we think.
Oh right, you're the ¿cómo se llama? Conspiracy.
I don't think it's conspiracy, bro. There's pyramids in every fucking country in the world.
That's true, yeah.
Why were they building? Why were they so obsessed with making pyramids? How'd they make them? Well, the Mexicans chambeando. I already know. Yeah, we got that. But los demás, I was like, nah, bro. Unless they shipped them over there, bro. Like, ellos sí chambean, güey. But nah,
they hired the Aztecs to come over there.
Sí, güey. It's just I don't know who did it, but point is like it's trippy that when you really start to think about it and like dig into it.
Es que no tienen tele, güey. They're like
that's true too.
They're just sitting there like, ¿qué hacemos, güey? ¿Eso es una pirámide? You know, like
eso y pinche they just multiply.
Para hacer hijos, güey.
Sí, güey.
They like necesitamos una pirámide más grande, necesitamos más gente. Pues hagan más hijos.
Yeah. Things were simple then.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, but it was. I guess that's where I would go play.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. So this is a catch-up episode on Kiwi.
You'll see it on the.
Oh, te pegaste?
Sí.
Nueve.
Sí.
This has been an episode, catch-up episode 189. I hope that you guys enjoyed. What's it called? The next one would be 190. Oh, we recently celebrated 6 years.
Oh yeah, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, we've sucked.
Because I wasn't here.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. I do want to do something like either towards the end of summer or something like that, but just something to commemorate that, yeah, it's been 6 years. We're trying to come up with an idea for that. But if you have any ideas.
If you guys have ideas too,
yeah.
we can.
I do want to do something though, before I get back.
We do another live episode. Like have a party in the back.
Yeah. But 6 years of this podcast is crazy.
Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
Parece que fue ayer.
Parece que fue ayer. Soy tan feliz. But yeah, so we'll keep trying to pump these out as much as we can, and hopefully you guys keep listening. Yeah. You got anything?
No, ya trabajen, chambean, vayan a las chambas, repórtense. No se quemen. Échenle ganas, estudian, edúquense. Yeah, I love you guys. Coman verduras y frutas. Y cuídense. Show this to your dad. Si tienen. Si no, pues a su mamá.
También.
Y si no, pues a la abuelita, you know.
¿A la abuelita?
A la abuelita.
Oh, o tu abuelita también. Yeah, if you're fortunate.
Yeah.
Pero,
you guys have a good one.
Yeah. Ahí nos vemos pues. I'll see you guys hopefully next week.
Bye guys.
Bye.